My name is Misha Kahn, and this is my second exhibition with Page Gallery in Korea entitled Glancing Blows. Well, it's nice getting to come back because I think the first time I just had like no idea where it was going and everything. And obviously Korea is so magical, so it's fun coming back and getting to feel more relaxed about it, and also knowing the space. It was a nice opportunity. Well, I was trying to think of a title that kind of tied together the work, and I think with so many kind of creative outlets, it's like the piece is so clear what it's trying to do, and I really value having this kind of ambiguity in the objects. And so I was trying to come up with a title that sort of suggested that, while also alluding to that they deal with sort of the body and then this environment around us, as so many of the things do. So this idea that like glancing blows is like when an arrow like almost hits you. So you have this idea that like there's a body and like this action, but it's not like a dead-on hit, you know, so it was sort of playing with that idea. In terms of inspiration, there's definitely, when I'm making stuff in the studio, the series will just keep building on each other. And I always feel like I'm like wandering further and further and sort of just letting it go. And then there's these moments where I leave and I'm traveling in some place like this and I keep taking pictures of all of these textures and little moments and finding inspiration. So I feel like traveling has always been like a big source of external input, and then in the studio, things just develop in their own way. I really am always sort of the most inspired by the sort of work with fiber and weaving and textiles. And I think it's because the material and the process has this patience that you can't get around. You know, like it all has to happen at this one pace. And so I like that it's all sort of held in there. So that was why I really wanted this sort of woven piece at the entrance to kind of have that feeling of time. But I think I'm most like the Technogel, which is this very strange synthetic material, and it's both a solid and a liquid, and you kind of can't really tell what it is. So I'm very drawn to that also. Yeah, I do have a bunch of work at home, and I kind of like bringing objects home because I feel like I get a really different idea of them after a long period of time. And when you really live with something, also you really learn what is going on with it. So parts of it, if they start to annoy you or you don't like looking at it anymore, then you know it like needed more work. So I feel like it's been valuable for learning, even though so many friends have said like you should never live with your own work, it's bad for you. In sort of exploring the museums around Seoul, have seen so much of the traditional lacquerware with the inlay, and we just obviously don't have anything like that in America, or with American history of objects that's at that level, and it's just so magic. So then I was really like, it'll be very nice to get to arrive at a surface this way where all of the pieces are sort of cut and then this lacquer surface is built up. So I thought maybe that could be nice.